Okay, the big scandal of the week, and it's not really even a scandal, it's just something that has happened that does not look great for the Trump administration, but honestly isn't that big of a deal when it's all said and done. So, long story short, one of President Trump's advisors, Mike Walls, accidentally invited a reporter and editor-in-chief over at The Atlantic, Jeff Goldberg, into a chat in which they were discussing the attacks on the Houthis that happened over the weekend. There's a couple of things here that I want to address. Now, the first thing off the top is obviously something went wrong here. Somebody failed, and somebody needs to be fully held accountable as to what happened here. Because having a non-clearanced civilian in a group chat in which things that are not necessarily classified according to the administration, but definitely sensitive information being discussed openly, and somebody in that group chat not having the clearance or even the right to be there, because let's be clear, that was something for military personnel and state personnel, not a random journalist. Somebody definitely needs to take responsibility there. And I believe Mike Walls has said that he takes full responsibility. The president has said that he stands by Mike Walls and does not plan to fire him, but something needs to happen. Somebody needs to be held accountable on a higher level. I'm not saying somebody needs to be fired, but definitely we need to know who actually invited that person into the chat and approve that particular aspect. The other side of that I really wanted to take home here for a second is that Jeff Goldberg, he was in a chat that he did not belong in. And I don't know about you, but when I get involved in a group chat that I don't have to be in, I do not want to be in said group chat. Now, Jeff Goldberg mentioned in his reporting that the only reason why he stayed in that chat is because he thought he was being pranked. Now, I don't know about you, but when I'm involved in a group chat that I don't want to be a part of and I think might be a prank, I do not stay in that group chat. So I do not think that's true. I don't think Jeff Goldberg wanted to get out of that group chat. I think he wanted to stay in and see as much information as he possibly can. The good thing is, according to Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, is that nothing in that chat was classified. And we'll play a statement from him here in just a second. But the reality of it is Jeff Goldberg, as a responsible citizen, also has the responsibility to pull out of situations that he does not need to be in. He could have easily said, hey, Jeff Goldberg here from The Atlantic, I was added into this chat accidentally. Can we talk offline about what's going on here? Because it seems like you guys may have included me in something you weren't supposed to, and we should definitely talk about it so that way I can report on this. Because it is a report-worthy situation. The fact that, again, somebody in Mike Walls' office put Jeff Goldberg into this chat is definitely something that needs to be addressed, and definitely is report and newsworthy and needed to be reported on. But you don't sit in the chat room with what you thought at the time was classified information being shared. Jeff Goldberg thought things in that chat should not have been shared with him. He is in the wrong here as well. Two people can be in the wrong at the exact same time for two separate things. Now, Pete Hegseth and the White House have come out and said that nothing that was shared in that chat was confidential, which is a good thing. We all know President Trump doesn't have the best track record of handling things that may be considered confidential and classified. But there's nothing here to worry about on that front. The big thing that everyone needs to worry about is how Jeff Goldberg got into that chat. And I look forward to there being some sort of investigation. Tulsi Gabbard, who is overseeing the one of the intelligence agencies, has said that she plans to investigate this, or there is an investigation undergoing that. Axios is reporting that a federal judge tells the Trump administration that the Signal chat records must be preserved. The federal judge hearing the lawsuit over the Trump administration's Signal chat scandal, which, again, it's not really a scandal. This isn't a scandal. This is just embarrassing. It's dumb. Set a Monday deadline for the government to explain how it will preserve the vanishing messages in question in the app. So the way that Signal works is that after a set time, Signal automatically deletes those messages. Now, my understanding is that Jeff Goldberg has a copy of those chats, so Jeff Goldberg could easily hand over those screenshots. U.S. District Judge James, Boasberg ordered every agency with members who participated in the chat to preserve the message exchange between March 11th and March 15th. Now, the other thing that needs to be discussed here is what was actually in those messages. Now, you can go and you can look up Jeff Goldberg's reporting, but the Daily Wire has a piece on this as well, where Pete Hegseth is definitely, he's on the record saying that there's nothing confidential in that chat. Nobody was texting war plans. He actually said that the headline that originally said war plans has changed to attack plans, because it's not a war. There was no units or locations, no routes, no flight paths. Basically what was shared was, hey, the flights are leaving and the targets were hit. That's it. That's all that was shared. Here's Pete Hegseth reporting, or not reporting, but basically having that conversation with Fox News earlier this week while in Hawaii.
Nobody's texting war plans. Well, I noticed this morning, out came something that doesn't look like war plans. And as a matter of fact, they even changed the title to attack plans, because they know it's not war plans. There's no units, no locations, no routes, no flight paths, no sources, no methods, no classified information. You know who sees war plans? I see them every single day. I looked at them this morning. I looked at attack plans this morning. You know who does attack plans and war plans? Men like that admiral right there, Paparo, for the Indo-Pacific, or Eric Kurilla, our general in CENTCOM. They do attack plans and war plans. And thank God we have those leaders who do it and do it well, and our enemies know it. My job, as it said atop of that, everybody's seen it now, team update, is to provide updates in real time. General updates in real time, keep everybody informed. That's what I did. That's my job. The war fighters will take the fight to the enemy, and I love what they do. And with President Trump's leadership, our enemies are on notice. We will have peace through strength, and we'll keep putting our troops first. Thank you very much. We're heading off
strike plans before they launched. Mr. Secretary.
So yeah, he makes a great point here. I mean, his job isn't to be a strategist in the Defense Department. He is coordinating, updating people's plans, making sure that people know what's going on when, and also interfacing with the boots on the ground and boots in training, and getting people into that pipeline to be able to defend the United States at any given chance. So I think at the end of the day, the Democrats are trying to make this worse than Watergate, like worse than the Afghanistan pullout that President Biden got us. And actually, somebody even said that this was worse than that. And honestly, this is just a stupid mistake. And the reason why I said that the Trump administration needs to be able to handle this in a certain way is because there's already, Donald Trump, being who he is, already has the entire world working against him. And so when stupid things like this happen, it's going to be easier to point and blame and try to find reasons to try to remove him from office. And he needs to run a super tight ship, super focused ship, which for the most part he's done in the last 8 or 9 weeks that he's been in office. He's done a great job at that. He's done a great job of being very focused and very direct. So I do not think that this is actually a scandal. Like people are calling it a scandal. It's not a scandal. It is a misstep at